team, which it looks like we're going to be seeing maybe some of the players who aren't just your typical streamers as well, which is quite exciting, because normally if it's, you'll get like your Mythrain, your more traditional like Turkish side that everyone knows, but this looks like a little bit of a different roster, so that's exciting. Maybe we get to see what like a competitive team could really look like from that region. But we're into this one. I'm having a look around. It looks, again, it's quite awkward because I know that the Fish 1-2-3 team's kind of split between the two, so my brain's going to be a little bit, gonna have to kind of catch up on things.
Oh, it'll be nice. I like this aggression. That's a nice early pick out of the Rays. And now we're going to fall back. A 1-for-1 trade and no reason to continue it anymore. But that's a cool start to the pistol. I think even more aggression with Sova pushing down now to this little nook and cranny. He'll be waiting. There are the footsteps coming around the corner. And he's got to land everything. And it's, oh, the smoke is out. He's looking at the iPad.
The iPad, not Spawn, of course, but yeah. God, I forgot the UI does not really update very well. Wow, it's a 3v2. What is this? Please, ScreaM, please stop. Now remember, ScreaM has played with some of these players before. He stood in with ONSCREEN team, so I definitely know he plays on this team traditionally. And now it'll be ScreaM to close it down. So I do need that res sorted out as well, if it might just be me seeing it in that format. Jason, does your stream look wonderful, or is it just mine?
It's getting there. It's not, it is the way it is at the moment. I mean, those are some great shots from ScreaM. I am just watching this, and if you put ScreaM on Sage with these slow orbs, and then you put his aim where it is automatically, like already, like that's going to be a pretty wild combination. I'm excited for this stuff. The Viper walls to extend across the map.
Just to get you excited, we should watch ScreaM at the start of rounds. He does a really nice slow orb to A short to kind of fake out his presence, and then he'll sit over towards B and cheat over there traditionally. He's done that a couple of times in previous tournaments, so it's quite fun to watch. Again, it just kind of gives the appearance that he's over on the other side, gets to cheat over to B, just because I know you want to see cheesy things.
Yeah, well, I noticed, especially compared to Counter-Strike, these maps are so small that you can rotate very, very quickly between the maps. So those plays, even without the slow orbs, are going to be really cool to see that kind of positioning. One little trap right at the lip of the window and a huge three-man stack at this B bomb site. They're going to get a lot of action.
Yeah, he's setting up. Flood comes out. ScreaM's already done really well. For now, it's not a huge investment. It's round 3 you want to be looking at. Any kills would be good, but it's very clean from the defenders. All said and done, I think they lost out on 2 there. That wasn't bad at all. I am looking at the compositions as well. My stream's just ended for a sec there, but
yes, mine has as well.
Looking at the compositions, because we can't see it right now, I'm glad to be seeing that Cypher's come into full pick rotation. It seems like he is that full lock-in. We're not messing around with that anymore. I do see a bit of Viper coming through. I think Viper can be potentially a good pick in these regards. I think she can create walls. I think if you've got the lineups, you could definitely kind of create space with her. It's an interesting pick, though. It really is a very interesting pick. We'll dive more into that. This is an interesting round, though, and I love some CT defensive-sided aggression on the big round. Third round, the attacking side, or whomever it may be, will have the better purchase than traditionally the defenders, unless they kind of didn't invest at all into the second round. So now you're going to see that aggression kind of instantly negate that little bit of a benefit they had coming into this round.
I mean, the aggression is cool just because there's 4 defenders over at the A bomb site. A lot of faith in Cypher to at least be able to hold off and delay. Now they've rotated back. He's got deep angle with the camera, spotted one in towards Hookah as well. Third player, ScreaM, is rotated over with Sova from the early aggression. A little bit more of a standard defense that we're seeing, and the attack is actually going to readjust as well. They're being given at least the early stages of this half a lot of space to work with over in Hookah.
Yeah, playing on site, I guess, has become a little bit more viable when you have Cypher. You can kind of sit a little bit further back. We might see them taking over Hookah. Maybe they don't feel they need to right now, but the switch up coming out, hitting towards A. We still have Brimstone. We still have Rays there on site. And it's Boaster locking things out. So waiting to see if anything else comes from this. The steps are being heard. They're not being particularly subtle about it. Excellent nade from davidp, though. And the rotation towards B. It's completely open, to be fair. So they might have potentially got a plant. I have the spike.
Oh, that's a perfect slowdown. Just pops open the door, and even if you want to get through here, that's a nice way to blow up the traps, and he couldn't convert on the second kill. A third round goes over to Team ScreaM.
That was a really nice way to get rid of the traps.
Yeah, it was very
Nice.
fluid.
I
mean,
this is the stuff I like learning though. It's just like it seems so like obvious when you see it, but then you're watching like, huh.
well, you have to imagine, especially, I mean, if you look ahead into the future, switching sides, and then you have, the Cypher on Team UK, but you're going to be in a world where there's a Sova whose shock arrows, shock darts can do it. You have the Race, you can just throw a nade, or the little Roomba going in. So plenty of ways to take care of those traps. Are you still on the train that Cypher is kind of a necessary character in compositions? I'm seeing him
necessary.
You think so? Okay.
100%. I mean, the thing, yes, people have worked him out now in comparison to where he was before, but his viability is still incredibly good. There's still arguments for Sova. I don't think that's necessarily a bad choice. This shouldn't be too much of a hard round either way. If I'm honest, this should be a pretty clean one. So
yeah, these nerdy little off angles.
I know, it's filth, isn't it? Oh, ScreaM! Stop! Just stop! Leave him alone.
It's gonna be all day, Lauren. All day with that.
No, I mean, this could be a fun round. We've got to see what the attackers are up to. They can actually get a decent buy out of it, but yeah, I don't mind. I want to see viability in it. I think the power of Cypher doesn't get negated or adjusted because of Sova being present. You can run them both, right? It's like, if you look at the attacking squad's team, they basically opted for a Viper and a Raze over it. And I mean, if you feel like you can create more opportunity with those two, do it. I mean, Viper's a weird flex pick, but it's a flex pick. That's what it's there for, right? And if they have executes, if they have set pieces, I love seeing it.
I feel like Viper is a character that a lot of people think is viable, and they're really trying to find a way to make it work. I feel like a lot of Viper picks that I see, I mean, to be fair, I haven't really competed in any kind of level, but it still seems to be one of those picks that shouldn't work, but most people want to make it work. That's a nice opening pick from said Viper, and puts a lot of pressure on davidp inside of the site. He's got to stall and delay, and it's not going to happen.
These are very unique smokes, kind of deep smokes towards L and then one to Heaven. That's pretty standard, but I like the way they're working in Viper's wall as well. This is pretty exciting. This is probably the difference as to what they can run with this comp. Not having to necessarily depend on the Sage wall every single time. It gives them a little bit of flexibility in that regard. I quite like that. It looked like davidp was ready for the standard execute, and that kind of caught him off guard. But beautiful opener from Boaster. Peeling away, going to save the last three. Probably just keep whatever they've got. They should be fine. I'm pretty sure the attacking side needs all their guns too, considering their money's pretty garbage. But also done. Nice execute. I'm kind of happy seeing that. A little bit of variety.
Yeah, obviously the opening pick as well is great. I mean, I really like the relentlessness of taking out davidp, the second player, not just being content to get the bomb planted and wait for the retake. The Cypher ult pretty much makes them decide to save the gun, which is pretty nice. So 3 players survive for the defense. It's 4-1, and that's the first round on the board for the attacking side. And that's just a nice aggressive contact play towards the A bomb site.
You love to see it. On screen.
You do love to see it.
Get a frag.
Now, those plays, I think those plays can be pretty effective as this goes on, especially with the kind of mobile defense that we're seeing out of ScreaM. He's like rotating between the maps. You highlighted it with the slow orb towards A short and then pushing towards the B bomb side. We saw 4-man aggression at A previously, but if there's like some awkward timing, those kinds of like quick opening kills into a set piece, that's a nice. I'm stealing that. But those kinds of contact plays into a set piece can be super deadly.
Again, these fundamentals seem to be working incredibly well. And I just can't wait to see more. That's the thing I'm excited about. I just had to switch streams over real quick. There we go. Back in. But no, I do just want to see more. I feel like I'm learning every time I see a different player play a different position. You know what I mean? Like, these things already picked up. I mean, this is a weak difference. Lovely little operator shot from Heaven.
That's the perfect counter, right? If you feel like they're going to go for those contact plays, just put an op there, and that takes the options away very, very quickly. Nice pick, and ooh, this is on top of the wall. That's a deep angle into the site. Sees absolutely nothing. That's going to be a confusing angle, but ScreaM's going to hold on to long just so perfectly.
It's ridiculous you can put someone like that in that position and just be safe, right? All right, ScreaM, long shores, cool. We don't need to worry about it. That's it. Like, that is the power of a player like that. Now, on screen, Maybe yet to frag, not sure. Maybe still yet to frag. The thing is, ONSCREEN was one of those early kind of adopters to being, the big creator behind this. Huge streams going on. He played a lot of the competitions, but now you're starting to see a lot of the players kind of starting to step ahead. But ONSCREEN's a very diligent player. I don't want to take anything away, but when you're facing off against this, it's kind of hard to handle. We're starting to see some real big performances from these players. soulcas doing quite nicely for himself, but yeah, ScreaM being very much head and shoulders above the rest it's a little intimidating. But again, 5-1 scoreline wise, I feel like, I don't want to say it's what I've expected, but I think that ScreaM being arguably one of the best here, starting off on defense, very solid team around him, hard to kind of dispute that. And you can see the pings on the minimap there discussing where they want to maybe get their execute going or how they want to approach this with Viper. So Boaster has to switch over, yeah.
There we go. Smoke goes up. It's going to delay things just a little bit. That AWP, though, can be just, I mean, we'll see if it has any impact. And we saw this Molotov earlier from JEROME as well. As soon as he feels the pressure, he just drops it. We see that sometimes with Sages, just throwing up a wall. There it is, an early bait of the Molotov. They can just wait this out. There's still a minute left on the clock. They don't have to go quite yet. A wall to block off towards U-Haul. Do they want to go through that smoke? That would be risky, and through the smoke is one. There's the ult pop. And now we've got the Sova davidp with a double kill of his own, and this attack has slowed down.
Yeah, it's definitely been halted. Who's still alive? soulcas, last one standing. And it's not feeling so hot. The spam coming out from Raze is still incredibly strong. Displayed there. But now can soulcas do something to turn it around? Up and over we go. Beautiful play from soulcas. Creating space, creating opportunity with that toolkit he's provided. And now, got to get that bomb. Got it. All sorted. And a 1v2. And actually, these two players aren't that close by. Yes, ScreaM can get there pretty quick from short. But Ekis has to stay towards B for a little while longer. But now with 12 seconds, here in that bomb plant, ScreaM does have res. They've got it all there. soulcas goes for the AWP. So this is very much possible, Jason.
I like this. Get your one shot with the AWP. You can swap back out. Oh, he never pulled the trigger. He fell asleep at the wheel. Woo. ScreaM got away with one there. That was that
was the sitter.
That was a real wide shoulder peek, and I don't think he expected it whatsoever.
No, ScreaM was like, he peeked it, but he didn't like peek it. He just like stepped out like.
Yeah, that was like, here, I'll give you a shot. I'll give you one shot, one free punch to the face, and he didn't take it.
He was there to get traded on. That's it. You're 12-3. You're there. I mean, I don't. Yeah, a little unfortunate. I felt that was coming together for soulcas, so I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I liked everything up until not pulling the trigger. Yeah. It was all great. Let's see. At least there's at the T side though, on the attacking side, there are. we're still doing that.
Yeah, let's go to the bomb. I don't care.
3 ults available. Brimstone with one of those. What's your favorite execute with the Brimstone ult on this map? You do the whole U-Haul attack the A bomb site. You do like the B site and push forward.
Honestly, if you've got to do both, but I do like the U-Haul because then you can just clear site, right? It's like you can literally do the ultimate, put down the smokes, you're in. Like you just have to clear close. It just gives you so much room to play with, and it's instantaneous. So we might be seeing that right now. Utility being used, I guess. Again, if you're on the pistol, you still have your full deck kit there. So he can run it. It does mean that obviously you have to clear close, which they've done, but the spam, Jason, this is a problem. Those nades have been pretty deadly, and as have those little packs.
God bless. That did not look fun. 2 players remaining. Oh, the smoke clears. He's got to fade it out. Good peek from davidp. He's been excellent to start this game, and I think ONSCREEN is really considering this teleport out to the other side of the map. You'd still probably have to deal with some Cypher traps, but it might just be better than what he's facing here.
Might be. Sometimes you got to know when you're beat, Jason. No motivational posters, quotes.
This is going to be his first 3 kills of the half.
This is it. This is how you do it ONSCREEN. I believe in you. Okay, spike down. He looks confident. That's a mouse shake of confidence. Vandal to hand, and that ScreaM down. It's looking good ONSCREEN. No, I tried. I tried to give him the.
You were building it up nicely. I was getting excited.
Dude, if he pulled that off, I'm there. I'm ready.
Why are all the dead people phoenixes? Do you have that as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. Spectator UI seems poor thus far in Valorant. It was, you know, if you watch the Do Not Peek podcast that I was on just yesterday.
I watched some of it actually.
Nice, I'll take some of it. That's a lot from you. That's a lot from you. I'll have that.
Actually, I mean, obviously not the part where you talked about, you know, the spectator UI.
Yeah, but everything else.
Yeah, everything else.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's it looks like the last thing that's still not done. So.
It popped into my head because I'm thinking ScreaM is pretty much guaranteed 1 kill and a good chance for 2 kills every single round, it feels like. But you also have to look at this and you know, where we've seen him play, just holding an angle in Octagon. We are in Garden. We've seen him holding angles in Hookah a couple of times. There's no flashes on this. There's no Phoenix. There's no Breach.
I don't know, not seeing Breach.
On Team UK. So ScreaM is just going to have a field day if he just wants to hold those angles.
Like I said, I don't mind going heavy utility, but it's why I'd prefer maybe an Omen to a Viper, for example. Omen obviously does have like a small blind as such, so at least you still have that capability. I'd still rather have a Breach. Using this to entry, did you mean it? I don't know. You're going to play it off like you did. They're still going to commit towards A, but they haven't really played out sight much. This all feels a little bit like it's a lot of bravado and then very little punch towards backing it up. It's lacked the hit. Now, ScreaM did push out. Now, he's seen it all, but he's also died. So for now, they're on the run. They're on the move. Over towards B they go. They're going in quick. soulcas, try and open things up swiftly. That's it. Using again. The Raze utility here becomes incredibly valuable. And so is that pick. On screen, finally does the big work that they needed. Spike should go down too.
There's a chance for this this retake though. 2 on 3, and they're going to come in through Hookah. 1 closed up. That's on screen. Ooh, and that actually that doesn't reveal anything. Nice hold from on screen. He couldn't clutch it out previously, but he gets a triple kill in this round, and that's a second attacking round on the board.
2 rounds. It's not it. We want more. We want more. We want more than that. Gotta have a little bit more. Nice work from on screen.
That little recon dart really fell a bit short, didn't it? Not enough mustard on that hot dog.
I love you, Jason, dude. I have missed casting with you. Like you're just
American
like such a special brand, you know? God damn, it's beautiful. Ice Paper Hands, who is that? I'm trying to work out which player. Is that ardiis? Could you guys in chat, if you guys know, I know you guys are normally up to date on the scene, let me know. Boaster's been battered, davidp goes for a walk in the shower, and I won't say gets wet, but that's really not what I wanted to say at all. So, davidp, still alive and kicking.
Brand.
I know. Don't worry, I'll start talking about your hot dog soon. Still has a lot of utility, but more than utility, has a lot of confidence. So we're going to take down Kryptix, and he's controlled this site long enough to pull rotations. davidp, again, we saw him quite early on. He'd been playing in a couple of these mixes, and he is a CS player. Hasn't quite had the heights that some of the other players have had, but he was on the radar for some time, so it's good to see him already finding a great deal of form here early on.
There's the res, and that's got to make you feel pretty bad if you're Team UK. One of those picks that you're able to get. He's going to res in kind out towards showers. Now, davidp had gotten aggressive in shower, gotten that pick that was just res, and then fell back to short A and got aggressive again for 1 more kill. So he's feeling it. Either way, still a 4 on 5. I had to count that real quick. 30 seconds left, and ice in the way.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Oh, JEROME has an ult as well. So, I mean, this attack has to come in very quickly because they're going to need...
Wait, is this a double Viper? No. The Viper ult's so weird. Look at that. I was like, wait, there's only one Viper. Why is it everywhere? I mean, it kind of works. Ish? Ish? We'll see. Again, Viper's ult will stay up as long as she is in there, but... Now the reveal of location, that is such a good use of Cypher's ultimate. I actually love that. That's a nice way to play it out, and ScreaM outdoes Boaster regardless. So the theory was quite nice, but already if Viper's got a counter, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you have to imagine that Cypher ult is going to get saved for whatever they hear the Viper ult popped, or just some kind of extra situation. But I don't know. I think that's kind of a cool idea from the Viper. But again, this is, I think, the problem that most people are having trying to fit Viper into these comps is that everything seems to be a cool idea in theory, and whether it works is a completely different story. But it felt like they used that Viper ult just to make sure nobody could swing wide from the site and actually stop that plant. Problem is, I think it was popped a bit too early because it looked like Viper wanted the position at the default boxes or at those, those triple boxes, and the ult didn't quite extend there, which I think made it really awkward for the Viper to get involved.
always feel like playtime might be a factor as well. I know, like, you know, we've been playing the other agents since the start. Viper was always kind of like the slower to be adopted. So maybe there could be someone like I feel it's always gonna wait. It's gonna take one player to show us that it's viable.
There's going to
and
be
then
like a
everyone
Viper
goes.
savant that is going to teach
Exactly.
everyone how to
Oh,
use the character.
no. That is a boombot misread for old soulcas. Feels pretty bad. It's a double stack towards the hookah room. Got the wall coming up. No one's making it through. They do need to be careful of long. They can probably call it to Sova. Long is open. Watch out. There it is. Filling that role perfectly. This is a nice shot down. The double peak works somewhat. It is linked to control it, but Ice Paper Hands keeping very calm control of this thus far. Needs to be a little careful now. He's in danger, but only up against a Sage. It's not too much of a bother. Nothing to really clear that corner apart from the gun beside them, but that's worked well enough here, Jason. It's down to a 1v2.
That was a pretty legit early peek with the tag. Oh, flanking towards. Oh, there's the trap as well. And now Rage knows everything. davidp can't hit the shot. And Link is going for an ace. Brimstone is in the B bomb site, but she's putting on her shoes. She's jogging to the other side of the map.
Got 25 seconds. Play around. Could take TP if you want. You got loads of options. You could do anything you want.
No charges.
Waiting for the heal. Now going to move in and get the plant, and Brimstone's still at the B bomb site. Surely now he knows that he's heard no sound. He's got to realize it's going to be A. Plenty of time for the plant, plenty of time to reposition.
What do we have left? Res on Link, not that useful obviously here. On for shout. I guess you go around the world. I don't think you really want to at this time because it's been taking a while. You don't have full information. I guess we can just play this out. The one thing is, does he have any smokes? Yes, there's still a smoke that you could put down technically towards shower. So this could be annoying for Link, but again, could just go walking out of the grate. Peeks the edge of the smoke, and well, Link's gone and done it. The ace is there. Jerome outplays himself, maybe not expecting Link to take the walk through the smoke, but more than willing.
Did you see when Link got her ult? Or his ult? Did he get it when he got that final kill on the Raze? Because there were two teammates out towards long. He could have tried to res, but obviously saving it, and now he's got it for this final round of the half. So that's pretty cool.
He didn't have it before bomb, so it was.
Okay, so it's when he planted the spike, and then he got the ult. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. Well, that's a nice little clutch to have. 8-3. Here we go, an early drone into the teleporter out towards Hookah. No one is showing themselves. And you can see them pretty much hiding from this. Just knowing this is going to be a play. Oh, and he just spotted one right at the last second. But didn't see the Brimstone that was tucked into the opposite corner. And maybe that's why you could see ScreaM rotating away. It's just going to be Cypher at this B bomb site. This could be a devastating hit if he can't slow them down properly.
Yeah, it really could. No pressure. Let's see if Cypher's worth its weight in gold here. Full site information. Gonna get the first peek now. They can obviously look at the camera, get a tag in. ScreaM's gonna get up close and personal. This is a little bit nasty here from ScreaM. And already Boaster's had some success, but there's the good entry. That's the big one. Now Ekis is the next one in line. They're not gonna check on that corner, which opened up for a double, which is a little surprising. Insta-res comes out for the attackers, and they're clawing this back.
Yeah, I think they should have this as well. There's a little recon dart. It's revealed 2 of them, but there's so many to find. There's still 4, and that wall is going to be frustrating. It's broken now, but both players coming from the spawn side and another Viper smoke coming in. The decay is underway, now going back up. And the retake has yet to truly begin. Immediate trade out, and it's just this final player. Ice Paper Hands. You might want to run when you hear that old pop. Yeah, it's very kind of him. Woo!
All right.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
I do have to warn you, apparently the UI is just sketchy when we get to the half switch. So, have a little read of the chat we've been provided and get yourself accustomed to this, because this could get real dumb.
Could get spicy?
Yeah, it could get dumb. I don't know yet. We're going to wait and see. I don't know. So for now, obviously the side switch coming out 8-4. It's not an ideal half. The thing is that yes, they turn up later on, but that first run, it was almost what, 8 rounds on the trot, pretty much. I mean 7 really, and then 1 in between. But I mean that's pretty condemning. For now, we'll be seeing the switch over to see what they can bring. I'm
Wait, I'm confused even reading.
just
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Here we go.
Yes.
8-4, Team ScreaM is in the lead.
and now they're on the attack.
Yes, now they're on the attack, and they are pushing up towards long. They're going to be slowed down, or not slowed down too much, looking for the trap, looking for the tripwire. It's not there. This is a nasty little off angle, and Kryptix has the first kill, so does Link. Now, finally, some rebuttal from the attacking side.
davidp has been absolutely excellent with his play thus far on Raze, maybe convincing me that Raze still can be a very heavy pick in this. 2 players towards the octagon, davidp being one of them. They've seen at least 2 now. Boaster's utility, how useful can it be? Let's find out. The first is there. Gonna put up his little smoke. Good find, a couple of seconds and a new angle to play with, but time is ticking here, Jason. He's got to make his move on that final player here and work out how he wants to approach this one. I think he knows he's being kind of toyed with now.
Oh, it's ScreaM, though. He's going to bait this out just perfectly, and even with that wall going up, he knows the location of the bomb. That's not bad. 9-4 now for Team ScreaM.
Yeah, it's like, who do you want to come up against in those scenarios? And it's like, not ScreaM.
The guy
I'll
who's
take
got
anyone.
years of professional experience in Counter-Strike playing post-bomb plant situations.
Yeah, that one. That one I will skip on.
And the
I'll press
highest
the next
headshot
one.
percentage in Counter-Strike history.
Yeah, for like, for the award ceremony, it's kind of a scary idea, isn't it? It's like, all right, I don't want that. But the issue now becomes that an 8-4 half is fine if you get that pistol on the second, right? You can get to 5 and then you build back. Case for the UK's team now is they're very close to double digits being against them, and by the time the third round comes around, if they don't win it, they're kind of done for. So this should be trying to do some damage. A very cautious purchase coming out from the attacking side. Bulldogs and SMGs, nothing too much.
Already close into the A-bomb site. They found a lot of space, and again, it's davidp who's not scared of anything, it would appear. He's doing the whole hold W and never look back. 3 players left to find on defense, but they've lost the bomb site. So there's the spike going down, or the spike site. It doesn't have a good flow.
No, it doesn't. It really does not. Do you believe in the shotgun in the shower? I'm not sure if I do. Now I definitely don't. There was a second where I was hoping. It was like, dreams can come true. I've been told by multiple songs, but
never experienced it myself.
Hold on.
But I'm told it's
ScreaM
possible.
playing with a dot crosshair. How does that make you feel?
No, that's gross.
How's that make you feel? How's it
That's
make you feel? That's my
gross.
crosshair. He's a fan.
I don't like it at all.
Oh, ScreaM. Welcome to the dark side. I love that. Oh, that's brought me deep joy.
That's ugly. That's hideous. I mean, you can't really argue with the results so much, but it's not a good look.
You don't like it? It's really upset you, hasn't it? That's hurt you a little bit there. Mwah.
Look at all these Fortnite and PUBG players using the Counter-Strike crosshair. ScreaM's got the dot.
Yeah, ScreaM's just like a 10 head, man. He's just like, all right, you guys can take the CS stuff. I'll just take the Quake crosshair so I can just pop kids. It's fine. Why not? I mean, look, if it works, it works.
Oh, it looks like they're pinging the map as if they want to get up A short very quickly, and surprise, Viper and Brimstone to defend. Raze is going to be deep into the site in support. There's a recon arrow. I don't believe it revealed anyone. The ult, the rocket. Oh, and he's got official Boaster.
I wonder who's the rip-off Boaster. Who's the knockoff?
Who's copying that?
It's a good question. The other one is, how the hell did ScreaM find that on screen? Kept safe by a bit of misinformation being given by potentially the Molotov, but it is traded in towards. Keep in mind, this purchase is pretty much pivotal to the Team UK side. They need this a lot more than ScreaM's team does. This is the big one. And now with a 4v2?
I don't even think they can go for it. This is going to be very, very difficult. Remember, this is so early in the half. I think part of the reason why ScreaM's team felt so confident in pushing like that is because they had the Raze ult. There's nothing that Team UK can use to get back into this.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. All said and done. It looks like this kind of exit game will kick into gear. So, For now, I think Ray's just going to sit it out nice and close, ensure that no one gets near the bomb, and yep, that's going to be another on the board. Attack is picking up another one. I mean, that was the round. If it was going to happen, right? Like, you've got to sit there and think, right, you know, we've got the good purchase, we've got the good guns coming up. We're about on even territory, if not we're better, and you lose out on that, you're staring down the gun now. I feel like the problem becomes if you haven't made the impact in the third, mentality-wise, you're already out of it. And maybe I'm writing up too early, but I feel as though we've just seen the common trend of these rounds, and you know, having to repurchase onto Bulldogs here, Jason, it's going to be hard.
It's a desperate situation, to be sure. No one's feeling good about this on Team UK, although you still kind of hype yourself up to think it's a chance. Here we go. Drone in towards Hookah. They'll follow it, perhaps looking for a trade, but obviously that's going to give away the game. They spot the camera. They see ScreaM over towards Elbow, or excuse me, not ScreaM. They see someone over towards Elbow. Shock dart in towards the tube, and that wall is up early.
A very quick wall. Slowing down the pace there. Boaster's going to find Ekis, but you can see the utility kind of being traded back. You've got Kryptix sitting in, waiting for the cross, just having to be patient. soulcas playing from CT, not having to swing until contact's found. And an adjustment from the attacking side. Going to switch up towards long here. Could potentially use the portal, of course. Could head over that way if they feel like it's a viable option they want to look towards. But for now, they're still playing pretty close by. This looks like a pretty dry hit here, Jason. They're up close. They're going now. This is a very swift hit. Now, Link needs to be careful. That's a beautiful bit of work again from davidp, using everything at his disposal to get into this. And, well, I thought that was going to be a bit cleaner in the end, but Kryptix with a nice little 3K. I can't talk here, dude. My brain's not working yet.
You've had a lot of people knock on your door today. Don't throw anyone off.
Dude, I'm really not used to people coming to talk to me. It's very confusing. Nice recovery, though.
That was a very, very well won round by the defense. I mean, some very nice off angles, some very nice crossfires, and bait setups going on. So good stuff, especially with the Cypher trap over towards the entrance of Garden. One thing I noticed on the attacking side, because you had just mentioned if they wanted to take that portal back all the way towards right outside Shower, they had the Cypher cam set up there. So I mean, that's like a cool piece of information you could have used to like make sure no one's pushing up in Shower, but like right when you take the TP, or if you need to exit the TP and have that information. Either way, they didn't pull the trigger. They were already too committed. They couldn't fall back.
All right, let's see what's in store for us this round. Team ScreaM. I love the way it's like Team UK and then just Team ScreaM. He's just a nation unto himself. For now, looks like the A hit's on the card. soulcas waiting to receive. Smokes are down. We do see U-Haul being pressured already. That's going to be the first bit of contact as well. On screen's the first to fall, and we're going to see that hit now speeding up.
Oh, that is a nasty little ult as well. Once they realized it was a passive defense, just using that towards spawn, outside U-Haul, behind the APC to clear things out. And what a huge advantage you have now. A 5-on-3. Not even all your utility has been used. Everyone just kind of shrinking back as that bomb is planted. But it's a retake that you feel like UK has to at least investigate to try to go for.
They've got to at this point, right? It's let's see what they can use. Again, slows being put down. Everything in their way. There's no easy step back in. Even with that kill, you're going to see things kind of fall by the wayside. Again, this is looking, sadly, like Team UK are just a little bit, I don't like to say it, but I feel like they're outclassed here, especially in the pound for pound. They just haven't been able to provide the same amount of sort of punch to it, right? They've got the right idea. Ooh. That's a little close.
He knew the exact range of that explosion.
Jeez. But I mean, map point, I feel pound for pound, as said, we've just seen a slightly stronger approach from ScreaM's team. And when you've got two players doing very well, I guess arguably three, Ice Paper Hands has been very solid. But ScreaM on 22 kills, 9 deaths. How are you going to look past that?
I think Ice Paper Hands is having a solid half, but I think the big thing is, I think you're right the first time around, guys like ScreaM and davidp, like the impact and the aggressive and assertiveness that they're playing with at the moment is very nice. They've got a lot of opening kills for their team. They've had a lot of really dominant stands, especially on the defense. Early orb to get some early aggression. Oh, here comes the ult. This is interesting. I like this play a lot.
Might as well do it. You're on map point. You're not going to take it with you to the next one. But look at the amount of area that's garnered him. Boaster's got to be careful because they're going to be absolutely everywhere. Beautiful timing. Oh, Boaster, that's sickening. Finding 2 for almost free. The trade comes back in, but the damage is done, the information's been found, and the advantage is given over to Team UK.
That's actually so cool. That ult is like, oh, that makes it a little bit less impactful with the res, but that ult is like the gravitational pull. You could see everyone on ScreaM's side coming back to just investigate what exactly is going on with that ult. It delays so much, nets him 2 kills, and soulcas, he can actually try and stop the plant. Here comes the Brimstone ult as well, gonna force him into the open, spamming into the corner. Somehow the bomb carrier, the spike carrier still alive, but good kills starting to return from Team ScreaM.
ScreaM though, still looking. soulcas trying to make it count. Oh no, the ultimate to close it out. That is a harsh way to lose out on map 1, but it's the way it goes. For now, what are our takeaways here, Jason?